Can you smell it? It smells like Jersey. And if you're from New York, that's not a good smell. Well, now shocking allegations are coming out from a former person that used to be on The Real Housewives of New Jersey against Joe Gorga and Melissa Gorga, alleging abuse between the couple. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So we were just a couple of weeks ago talking about The Real Housewives of New Jersey's newest season that is coming next month, literally only a few weeks away. And there have already been a lot of drama that we've been reporting on, cheating allegations, friends breaking up, longtime friends breaking up, Teresa talking about how she's just watching old episodes because she didn't watch the episodes before. And now she's seeing what Melissa was saying about her and what her brother was saying about her and how their true intentions were just not real and they're just here for money. Honestly, I feel like I'm with Teresa here on this one. Like, I'm seeing the Gorgas in a whole new light. I mean, I've always thought that, at least for Melissa, that she was here for the fame. But in recent years, I've saw more of that from Joe Gorga. We'll talk more about that during our Real Housewives of New Jersey recaps, especially how this season will play out. However, I did not expect today that this allegation or this story would be something that we would be talking about. So, as you know, Teresa has a podcast called Namaste Bitches. And I've listened to a couple, well, not full episodes, clips. And I look, Teresa, we love you, Taurus. Yay. However, Teresa, no, a podcast. Luckily, she has the other Melissa on this show to kind of balance out. I can't listen to Teresa on a podcast. I'm sorry, Teresa. I can't. But here we are. So on her podcast, though, she is talking about her brother and sister-in-law. So our friends over at Bravo Housewives posted this story saying this. Teresa Giudice recently called Melissa, quote, messy and dirty in her tactics on a recent episode of Namaste Bitches podcast, saying she hopes that the dirty game catches up to Melissa and Margaret soon enough. She also alleged that Joe Gorga was the one who told her the rumor about Evan. Remember the rumors about Evan cheating on Jackie? Implying it came from either Melissa, Margaret, or Joe Benigno. Melissa Gorga recently responded to these claims on her On Display podcast, noting that, damn, everybody named Mama got a podcast. I do too, Kempire Radio. Anyways, on her On Display podcast, noting that topics from 10 plus years ago are being brought back up due to, quote, unhappy homes and boredom. Who's unhappy home? Are you saying that about Louis? Lord, Louis, the tea is still spilling in regards to my DMs when it comes to Louis, but I'm holding off. Louis. Did Louis really buy those girls fake Cartier bracelets? More like. I know a lot of you are loving Louis now because he's there for Teresa during her whole family breakup. No, Teresa's surrounded by all kinds of... Teresa, go get some sage. Or maybe this is what you deserve. I don't know. We'll see. Caroline Roseo. You may recall we did a report, I think it was last season, before last season even started, that she was being considered maybe a friend of, maybe a possible housewife. We even saw her during the season. However, we didn't hear from her. You literally see the camera showing her and she's just sort of there. And I'm like, damn, that's Caroline Roseo. She was supposed to be on the show, but she's not saying anything. Well, she decided to chime in the comments section of this post to say this. She says, yeah, okay, Melissa, it's due to your lying, fake-ass character that needs to be exposed. You've been lying for years. Let's talk about unhappy homes. Do you want to talk about the domestic abuse in your home? He smacked you to the ground in public in a club because you were flirting? Sidebar, if this really did happen, how come we didn't, first of all, see video footage or have more people talking about it in a club? Come on. But okay, I'm going to continue. He smacked you to the ground in public in a club because you were flirting. Sad, and I do feel bad for you because no one should ever be put through that, but you need to stop putting on the facade. You should have been nicer when we filmed. Yup, you know exactly what I mean. You disregarded me as if I didn't exist. So did the cameras and editing. Because you know I know a lot. You should learn humility. That's a good lesson for you. So here's where you lose me, Caroline Rizzo. How are you bringing up someone's possible abuse as your shade moment, as your snapback, as your comeback at her ignoring you? That's where you lost me here. This is not bringing up a simple accusation of, oh, she cheated, or she stole something from my store, or she stole my look, or look, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out something small. You know, the Real Housewives stuff. You're bringing up allegations, first of all, which could lead you to facing a lawsuit, a defamation lawsuit, which are hard to prove. However, unless you have video footage or you have other people to corroborate what you're saying. And maybe she does, because look, this is not the first time we've heard possible rumors about Joe Gorga and his temper. And a lot of you say, well, I wouldn't be surprised, Napoleon complex of it all. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, we've seen his anger management issues on the show. We wouldn't be surprised. However, these are very serious allegations to say about someone. This can affect their character. This can affect their jobs. This can affect their position on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Even though I don't really see them lasting beyond after next season. So when I saw this, I was like, girl, like, why? First of all, why would you bring up someone's alleged abuse as your snapback at them? This is not like she's dogging out Joe Gorga. She's dogging out Melissa for possibly being abused. Really? But again, some of these folks, especially those, she sounds more bitter in this post because Melissa didn't give her a moment. Melissa didn't give her attention on the show, hence why she was not on the show. Well, she was on the show, but you didn't hear from her. You didn't even know who she was. You probably like, who is this? Well, I'm telling you, she was being considered for the show. There are a lot of people that are considered that are edited out. And even if you are an official friend of For the Love of Tracy, oh, Tracy, whoa, whoa, whoa. Edit you all the way out of the reunion. We have never seen that before. So you can have those particular situations, but Caroline, it never happened for her. It never happened for her. She sounds a little bitter in this post. I hope for Melissa's sake, for her children's sake, for Joe's sake, that these accusations are not true, because they are pretty damning. But I know a lot of you are thinking, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked either. However, to use that as your comeback at someone, girl, this is why you're not on the show. This is your own karma. You sound upset that you are not on the show. And based off what you just said in this post, says to me, it was for the best. It was for the best production. It was for the best. Bravo. She's a liability. Because you're not holding a woman up in this moment. You're not supporting a woman up in this moment. It's not like you're just saying, oh, well, you know, you've cheated and I know you've cheated. No, you're talking about this woman possibly being abused. And at the same time, you don't know what that could do. If this was, for God's sakes, true, what that would mean for her at home right now. Guys, I want to know your reaction to this. I could be overly dramatic. Look, this is what you love me for. However, I want to know your thoughts on the possibility of this accusation, and your thoughts on Caroline Rizzo. Do you even know who I'm talking about? As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.